It does not appear that these young men were singled out because of their race.
Amid allegations of racism, just released video sheds new light on what happened at a Warehouse District nightclub. We broke this story today on our noon broadcast and on Newsnet5.com.
And tonight, police say this video backs up their side of the story during an altercation that happened 2 weeks ago. News Channel 5's Paul Kiska joins us now from the Warehouse District with more on the story. Paul?
Well, last week, the NAACP said what happened to two men here in the Warehouse District, right where I'm standing right now, was racial bias. But today, the Cleveland police said video taken from that security camera here at the Velvet Dog, in their opinion, shows that police were just doing their jobs. Cleveland police say security video from the Velvet Dog nightclub shows a bouncer asking the two men to leave the exit at closing time. The man in the vest is not involved. Police say the bouncer asked the men 5 different times to move out of the doorway as people were trying to leave. Finally, the bouncer pushes one of them outside.
Based on the video, it appears they could have just walked away.
Police spokesperson Sergeant Sammy Morris said the men were free to walk away, but instead the confrontation continues with pointing, yelling, and police say taunting directed at the bouncer and then a police officer.
There was taunting, there was pointing. They remained. Again, there's no sound on the video, but it appears that they were given an opportunity to leave.
The man in the striped shirt is also not involved, but it appears the officer pushes one of the other two men. The man appears to push the officer back. At that point, another officer attempts to arrest the man for what police said was resisting arrest. Because the uniformed off-duty officers working security had to wait for an on-duty officer to place the men in a patrol car, the men were taken back inside the bar, at which point one of the men, who was handcuffed, appears to try to slip away out the door. Police say the men were not arrested because they were black, but because they were causing trouble.
During that arrest, you can see that he's actively resisting on the car.
All right, but that part of the video by the car is very grainy. The two men have not filed a formal complaint at this time. Their attorney will not comment until he sees all of the video and gets a copy of that video from the police, which he has not received just yet. You can see the video, in fact, an unedited version at Newsnet5.com right now. And coming up tonight at 6 right here on News Channel 5, Cleveland City Councilman Jeff Johnson took a look at that security video. He sees it a bit differently than the Cleveland police version. Reporting live along West 6 tonight, Paul Kiska, News Channel 5.
Various opinions on this issue. Thank you very much, Paul.